Chat. You may be aware that Joe Biden has won the election. Joe Biden did not lose the election. He won the election. And the loser was Donald Trump. And he continues to lose every day. Donald Trump lost the election, 7,060,000 votes or 59,000 votes and counting. It's quite a bit. Joe Biden, not even a great candidate, just shit all over Donald Trump, which is absolutely fascinating and hilarious. And I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud. I cannot believe I'm going to say this out loud. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Chat. It gave me a little hope in humanity. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. And I can't believe I just said that out loud on the internet because I will soon be disproven by humanity. But they at least chose the liberal over the fascist. We didn't go full fash. I mean, amazing. Can you absolutely believe that we didn't go full fascism? They could have. We could have easily. Like, there's a lot of people that are like, you know what would be good? If other people didn't have rights. Isn't that fascinating? We live with those people. They're like, our guy lost. We're going to leave. And they're so mad about this that they were like, they had a little coalition of states, a little tiny, they got their buddies together like, you know what we should do? We should complain. Somebody should hear our plight. Somebody should be very upsetty spaghetti. And so they went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court that Donald Trump had 3 appointings to. He literally put 3 judges in place. Absolutely amazing. And then smashed Amy Coney Barrett in there right at the end. Thinking that his whole strategy this whole time was to lose the election, I suppose. It looks like it. He was going to lose the election and then I guess try to get someone to just change their mind about it. Anyway, so Monday, 6 days from now, what? Is it 6? I'm sorry. Why did I think today was Tuesday? It's not Tuesday. It's fucking Saturday. We did it. We did do it. It is Saturday, so a couple days from now, Monday. It's Friday, but it's Monday. So, is this the final vote count? Nah, they're not totally done, but yeah, it's pretty much done. They verified it on Monday, so I think they still have a couple more days to finalize, but either way, this is insurmountable. I could be wrong about that. I thought that they were still counting. You know what? I think are all the recounts done? I could be wrong. Already been certified. Okay. So it is done. Yeah. It's not Wednesday. It is actually Friday night or Saturday early, depending on where you're at. So a bunch of little state people got together and they were like, we're going to go to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court I can't be happier. The Supreme Court with this stupid coalition of states. It was really some Republican people that were, from those states. It wasn't the states. Republican people from those states were like, hey, we're mad about this. We lost an election. We don't want to lose. And the Supreme Court said, you lost. In a 9-0 decision. You heard me right. 9-0. There wasn't dissent. The Supreme Court, 3 of them appointed by Donald Trump, did their job? What? The Supreme Court Friday rejected a bid from Texas Attorney General, supported by President Donald Trump, to block the ballots of millions of voters in battleground states that went in favor of President-elect Joe Biden. The court's order, issued with no public dissents, 9-0. To dismiss the challenge is the strongest indication yet that Trump has no chance of overturning election results in court, and that even the justices whom he placed there have no interest in allowing this desperate legal bid to continue. The Electoral College will convene Monday to affirm Biden's win. The lawsuit, brought by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Let's see what General Ken Paxton's about. Oh, weird. General Ken Paxton.
If you love makeup,
if you love makeup, you pause it. Shut up. He's just a trash bag. He's a trash bag person. I was kind of looking for a picture, but that's okay. A staunch Trump ally sought to sue, surprise, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia, and Wisconsin. Not any of the other states. None of the other states that Trump won had any corruption whatsoever. Isn't that wild? Isn't that weird? Surprise, Arizona's not a part of that. And invalidate their election results. And this week, with his options narrowing, Trump, accompanied by support of several Republican attorneys general, and GOP lawmakers, cranked up the pressure to have the Supreme Court weigh in. From a legal perspective, the fat lady has sung, says the Supreme Court analyst. Trump and his legal team, hamstrung by a series of coronavirus diagnoses among lawyers who have traveled across country advocating on behalf of Trump's case, have for weeks pushed increasingly desperate appeals and baseless conspiracy theories about his second term being stolen. Texas denied for lack of standing. The court's order Friday night was unsigned, and court did not provide a vote count, but there were no dissents to the order made public. In its short order, the court said that Texas had not demonstrated that it had the legal right to bring the suit because it had not demonstrated a, quote, judicially recognizable interest in the manner in which another state conducts its elections. The order states, quote, the state of Texas's motion for leave to file a bill of complaint is denied for lack of standing under Article 3 of the Constitution. Texas has not demonstrated a judicially cognizable interest in the manner in which a state conducts its election. All other pending motions are dismissed as moot. Amazing. Amazing. The only two that would have granted the case be filed were Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. Surprise. Not only did the court reject Texas' efforts to challenge the result in 4 battleground states, but it did so on a ground that will prevent any other state from doing so. Anyway, so he's a loser. He's a loser. Yeah. So here's more of this. The thread from the Supreme Court. I'll make it bigger so you can read it a little bit better. Supreme Court has denied Texas's last-ditch effort to overturn the election results for battleground states. Here's the brief order. In my view, we do not have discretion to deny the filing of a bill of complaint in the states. Blah blah blah. I would therefore grant the motion to file a bill of complaint, but would not grant other relief, and I express no view to any other issue. This is all they wrote about this. They're just like, nah, you suck. You're done. You done. Yeah. And then, of course, the Republican Party of Texas is very mad. The Republican Party of Texas is big mad about this, chat. Chairman West's response to the SCOTUS decision from Austin, Texas. Below is Chairman Alan West's statement in regards to the decision by the Supreme Court to dismiss Texas's constitutionally legitimate and critical lawsuit. They say it's constitutionally legitimate. 9 of the 9 Supreme Court justices disagreed. They disagreed. So, quote, the Supreme Court in tossing the... actually, I should do this with a southern twang because it's Texas. Southern twang. There we go. We did it. The Supreme Court, in tossing the Texas lawsuit that was joined by 17 states and 106 U.S. congressmen, have decreed that a state can take unconstitutional actions and violate its own election law. Yeah! Resulting in damaging effects on the other states that abide by the law, while the guilty states suffer no consequences. This decision establishes a precedent that says states can violate the U.S. Constitution and not be held accountable. It doesn't say that. This decision will have far-reaching ramifications. He spelled that correct. For the future of our constitutional republic. Perhaps law-abiding states should bond together and form a union of states that will abide by the Constitution. The Texas GOP will always stand for the Constitution and the rule of law while others don't. Wow. Do you mean America? The law-abiding states? Wow. Wow. Wait, why did that person get... Wait, did they say something dumb? Big Cope? Wait, why are they... What's wrong with what they said? Seems fine. Oh, I see. I caught you at the end. I got you. Clicking something I missed. Oops. Rip. That's okay. Sounds like secession talk. Oh, really? You don't say. Perhaps law-abiding states should bond together and form a union of states that will abide by the Constitution. You don't say! So, keeping that in mind, keeping all of this in mind, we're gonna do. God damn it, chat. Look, this was from right before this happened. Okay, right before the Supreme Court thing happened. Everyone's favorite trash can. Sargon of Akkad. This is just a body double. So don't be spooked by it. It's actually and I know this looks like an actual human Sargon, but really it's just a trash can. It's just a trash can. It looks just like him. I understand that, but if you look here, you may see subtle differences between what I have next to me and the man here. The man right here. His name is Sargon of Akkad. His name is Carl. How can you tell? I have a very keen eye for this. I have a very, very keen eye. So Sargon of Akkad, who doesn't like me very much, and that's fine, because back at you, Carl. He made this video right before any of the Supreme Court stuff happened, which is hilarious to me. So let's watch this Sargon of Akkad video. The battle lines have been drawn. He likes to fancy himself some sort of crusader or something. He does have a nice set, though. I do like his nice set. It's cozy. So let's watch this on his new channel, the podcast of the Lotus Eaters. Lotus Eaters. Look. So the Lotus Eaters are from Greek mythology. If you're not, are you sure Sargon won't get me? He won't get you. The kind of thing is the people that lived on this island ate only the lotus flowers. And it worked as a sort of like drug that basically kept them in blissful ignorance. This is Sargon yet again going like, yes, I am I'm quite the thinker, actually. I'll twiddle your mustache for you. Quite the thinker, aren't you, Carl? Yes, yes. Actually, let's, you know what? He needs an upgrade. It's time that Carl had a bit of an upgrade, don't you think? Don't you think? I think maybe what is this? What is this like a yes. Twiddle this part. Twiddly mustache. And then yes. Yes. A twiddly mustache here as well. Yes, very nice. I twiddle. I'm twiddlier. Look at how goddamn fancy I am. Ah, yes, very smart. Ah, yes. Yes, he's quite the intellectual. Yes. I don't know why smart people go, yes, but they do. They do, which is why I've never done it. So, quite, yes. I concur. So, let's see what Sargon says about this shit. Oh, he should have a monocle? Okay, we could do a monocle. We could do a little monocle here. We'll have a monocle. And it's attached to a chain. There, it goes off screen. Oh, we'll do a little lens here too. It was going to be crude and bad. That's okay. Ah, yes. Yes. Quite. Yes, quite. Yes, Sargon. Fill us with your intellectual seed. Please, plant the seeds of intellectualism. Really red pill the shit out of my ass, Sargon. Oh, shit. It's Sargon, not evil twin that happens to inversely have the evil mustache. True. Give him a top hat? That's too much art, chat. That is too much art. Banned from Twitch for not labeling your art stream correctly. True. Give me a red suppository, Sargon. So, we got Sargon here. That's actually pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that. We got Sargon right here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. The damn thing. Sargon of Akkad, Lotus Eaters, big brain. Here we go. You never want to hear about Sargon's seed again? Well, there's lots of it. You know, he's got a child, and also his wife has a child. Did you know that? 2 of them.
History doesn't repeat, but
Okay.
it does rhyme. That's a phrase that has been proven incorrect, because the Texas Supreme Court case against the 4 states that they have alleged have conducted electoral malfeasance is totally snowballing into what I think is going to be the fault lines of what will effectively be the Second American Civil War.
This is... Okay. Alright. Get your fucking Civil War batons ready, boys.
And I think that this will be the case because the Democrats have too much to lose, and so do the Republicans. But I think that
Yes,
the
indubitably.
moral right is on the side of the Republicans here.
The moral right, you know what I'm saying? The right, you know, the right wing, the moral one. Get it? Yes, quite. Yes.
Because I think that they are right, that the means are the things that justify the ends. And so if you adhere to the process, then that is how you determine what a good outcome is, whereas the Democrats appear to have the opinion that the good outcome is predetermined and the means are merely a method of obfuscating or denying that. And I think that's backwards. I think that's the wrong philosophy to adopt. But this conflict is essentially putting the Democrats back into their old position of arguing for states' rights. It's a Neo-Confederacy, if you will. 21 states have now joined Texas in their complaint against the 4 alleged offending states, and a huge Neo-Confederacy has been assembled by the Democrats. Can we get the map up?
Go on. Go on. This is... This is so good. I fucking love that he uploaded this shortly before the Supreme Court of the United States is like, no. No. And he was like, pish posh. Tea and crumpets.
So,
Look at it.
on the left, you can see how the states ostensibly voted in the 2020
Wait, does he have his own Jamie? Jamie, can you pull that up?
presidential election. And on the right, you can see the states that have joined in the lawsuit, either for
Wow.
or against.
Wow.
It's pretty close.
Wow.
It's pretty similar. And those states that were otherwise Republican, but in the last election voted Democrat, like Arizona, still have apparently Republican attorney generals. The divide is obviously partisan. And the
Oh, really? Oh, really? The divide is obviously partisan. I'm very surprised the Republicans would deign to interfere with elections. Oh, so surprising. Intellectual superiority has deemed me that, yes, quite. I see that there seems to be some political division in the United States. My keen eye has sensed it, Rube. Shut the fuck up.
the source of the obviously partisan divide is philosophical. It's about values. It's about what you think, what you define to be right and wrong.
Oh, what do I define to be right and wrong? Maybe listening to people that vote? maybe voting. Maybe if we were like, a democracy, or at least a form of democracy, representative maybe. If we were a representative democracy, and even if we weren't like, I don't know, even if we weren't like popular, even if we did like the electoral college or whatever that would be, even if we did like electoral voting, which is absolutely dog shit, even if we did that, and then not only did you win the popular vote, but you won the electoral vote as well, one could argue that you should just listen to the vote. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all it is. But they are gay and socialist. But it seems to me that America is becoming more gay and more socialist. And I guess that's just the way it be, bro. You got your 4 years of fascism. We get 1,000 year. We get 1,000 year Reich of gay communism. The eternal Biden empire begin. Yes, that was our big. Yeah, that was the deep state. We were like, fucking finally, Joe Biden. Yeah, that's how I like my deep state. Real liberal. How long until the Republicans unironically go fuck it monarchy and just pull their masks off? I mean, literally, they've already done that. So, communism. True. It's almost like that's where the name comes from.
Now, the Neo-Confederacy is comprised of the District of Columbia, with the states and territories of California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Guam, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota.
Maryland. Okay. If you say Maryland, I get to say Worcestershire. If you say Maryland, I say Worcestershire. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom fucking line. Fellas, is it gay to be socialist? Yes. Fucking yes. I thought it sounded gay. True.
New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Washington. They call themselves the Amici states, which is a legal term. They're effectively giving legal aid and just speaking up in support of, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and the other states.
Wisconsin, Michigan.
That's it. And it's really very interesting because they accept no legitimacy in the concerns of Texas, even though I think that there's more than enough evidence to show that Texas has legitimate grievances and
there's more than enough evidence to show that the grievances in Texas are legitimate. Pro-Litty, thanks for following. Pro-Litty, let me show you. I have a graphic here that shows just what we're talking about when we talk about how legitimate Texas is. I'll show you momentarily. We have of course not too much time. There we go. We have this. We do this. We do that, and then we have sad.
Her ramble was just a gorilla.
Okay.
Her ramble was just a gorilla.
Hey, thanks, full stop, Terry and Hossman for following. So here's the evidence. Are you ready? Are you ready for the evidence, chat? It's just sad cowboys. Sad cowboys in Texas. Look it. This is the graphic. There's so many sad cowboys. This is just one of them. And look what he said. Look how sad he is. You can tell he's sad because he said, yee-haw hum. Ho hum. He's so sad. He's not saying yee-yee at all. He's just real sad. This is... This is so sad. What does America come
Her
to?
ramble was just a gorilla.
America. It's lit. I can't even say it out loud. I can't. America. Be brave. Okay. I regret to inform you that America is a place where people vote. I can't believe I had to say that out loud.
Her ramble was just a gorilla.
They vote! Oh! And then... And then when they vote... whatever wins is what wins! No! No! Not voting! Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be voters. All my voters live in Texas, but Texas is the place I'd truly love to be. But all the voters live in Texas, but I'd prefer a real long monarchy. I fucking made that up. Bars. Fucking bars, chat. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bars.
Concerns in this regard. And honestly, it kind of seems like old times for the Democrats. Not gonna lie, I'm not impressed with the way that they run their states. I'm certainly not impressed with.
I'm not impressed with the way they run their states. Oh yes, I'm not impressed with the way they run their states. Lowest COVID cases per capita, best economies during 2020, and total lockdown. Yes, until the Trump rallies showed up and got the citizens sick. And now there's unrestrained COVID cases. Pish posh. Real question, if we let the shitty red states secede, what do we lose? To my knowledge, all the blue states make all the money in food. Texas makes a decent amount of money, but yeah. But we're not going to... There's lots of people there that live in those places that we appreciate as Americans.
The way that they run their cities, and I think calling them the democratic fiefdoms is not illegitimate.
You don't think... I'm sorry. Carl, you don't think calling them fiefdoms is illegitimate? Do you know what a fiefdom is? Are you familiar with... we gotta go back to paint. Chat. Here's how a fucking fiefdom works. Okay, so you got like let's say it's a castle. He's a castle. Wah, wah. Here, look at that castle. Holy shit, what a castle. It's got a little it's got a thing around it. Okay. So a person lives in this fucking castle, all right? A person lives in this castle and then also owns the land around it, okay? So it owns all this shit. It owns all this shit. And then like he allows he allows some people here to also have like farms and shit. You can have like a little farm, you have some farm shit, and then what you do is you make food, okay? And you have like little farms and or whatever you got going on. But basically you pay taxes to this individual, this landlord. And so when you pay this person, you pay them from your crops and then they can export them, or you give them specifically the money you make from the crops when you export it yourself. It just depends on what the arrangement is. And it's not only crops, there's also blacksmithery and other shit that happens, bankers, usury, whatever you got going on. However you make your money, you pay a tax to the landlord. The landlord, then what he does is he bestows upon you everyone's favorite thing. He bestows upon you the popos. So now you got popos. Look at those. It smells like bacon. Delicious. So you get, in exchange for your taxes, you get the protection of the police, because out here, outside these boundaries, you know what's out here? You want to know, chat? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what's out here. Kind of literally the same thing in a different place. Copy. Paste. And then move it down. There you go. It's literally the same thing. But they have their popos too, just in case, anyone, they're probably a little bit further away than that. But even though, maybe they're not. This is literally a fiefdom. Do any of you experience this at all? The only way you experience is this is a state, and this is a country. You do not experience this as a one-to-one. This is not how your fucking life works. And if you'd be a serf here. You don't have any rights. You don't have a conglomerate rights. You don't have labor laws. You don't have the ability to collectivize. You don't have a lot of stuff. You certainly don't have a lot of amenities and anything. This is a fiefdom. That's the only difference. It's the only, come on, democratic states are fucking fiefdoms. Eat a bag of dicks, you piece of shit. You don't know what it's like. You literally were the place where the fiefdoms existed, bro. Jesus. Company towns? I mean, yeah, sometimes. We did that. We did that with Ford. Sometimes I have dreams about being a 14th century peasant, but not really, no. Yeah. I also had sumptuary laws where poor people could have nice things, yeah. Can I make goat cheese in this scenario? Sometimes. I have a landlord but no farm, so I'm going to say no. Well, so landlords are different now. They don't just rent to you. You literally had to pay them taxes, or you forfeit your safety. It's not quite the same thing as a landlord, because although the police will enforce it from the federal or state government if you get evicted, probably. So that experience isn't terribly different, but it's certainly not a fucking fiefdom. You don't have to pledge loyalty. You certainly don't have to die for them. I don't know. There's just it's to call it a fiefdom is so fucking ignorant, especially as a person, me, who has a fucking history degree, and and I specialized in early Western civilization. This is not what a fiefdom is, my friend.
As some of my friends have called them, and Candace Owen says, black people should leave the democratic plantation once again, and I don't think she's wrong there either.
Wowzers. Nice one, Carl. That Boston guy, thanks for following.
But anyway, this is just the Attorney General confirming more states joining the Republicans, who, again, seem to have right on their side. And this has not been well accepted by, say the Pennsylvania Attorney General, Josh Shapiro.
Yeah, or even weirder, the Supreme Court of the United States. That is so weird. I can't believe the Supreme Court. Oh, look at Breitbart. Wow, did you see that? Did you see that? Sargon had the courage to look up a reputable source. Breitbart. Why is he this way? Jay Sweetie, thanks for following, brah.
Who was outright...
He made this literally right before the Supreme Court shot this the fuck down, which is hilarious to me.
Called Texas seditious in his filing on Thursday.
Yes.
He said,
they are.
Texas's effort to get this court to pick the next president has no basis in law or in fact.
That's true. It's fucking true.
The court should not abide this seditious abuse of the judicial process,
yes,
and should send a clear and unmistakable signal that such abuse must never be replicated.
So, because we read this before, and Sargon doesn't have the ability to have foresight, and he's trapped in this fucking bad take for eternity, which is amazing to me. Not only was it a 9-0 decision with 0 dissent, which is awesome for the Supreme Court, they also, the way that Texas tried to do this, no other state can try to do this. It has slammed the door on this fucking charade. Slammed the fucking door.
Highly suspicious. Not even...
Highly suspicious.
You can't say that about the things that are being alleged. There is enough evidence to show...
No, you can say that about the things that are being alleged. Was it 1 for 56 or 58? Judges around the country have roundly said, nope.
Video evidence and sworn witness testimony that suggests that yes, there was a procedural problem with the way that these elections in these areas were carried out. And it seems that this
He's
is so
such a fucking grifter, dude. This guy fancies himself a fucking skeptic, my guys. Are you absolutely serious?
dried that even Pennsylvania are filing against themselves. Pennsylvania's House Speaker and Majority Leader filed an amicus curiae brief with the Supreme Court against the state of Pennsylvania and in favor of Texas's lawsuit against the Commonwealth and 3 other states.
Well, yeah. He's the House Speaker and Majority Leader of the Republican... What? Yeah, what? Of the Republican House. What? Of course he did that. Are you surprised? It's so weird to me that he's like, well, the Republicans are doing the Republican stuff that must be legitimate. You mean someone would do something that's in their best interest? Amazing. That's surprising. I'm absolutely gutted by the idea that a Republican, wow, they would do the thing that Republicans do. Hilarious.
Quote, the unimpeachability of our elections requires clear procedures of administration so that everyone gets a fair shake. Unfortunately, outside actors have so markedly twisted and gerrymandered the Commonwealth's election code to the point that amici find it unrecognizable from the laws enacted. And he wrote, adding, the state of Texas raised important questions about how this procedural malfeasance affected the 2020 election.
Oh, he's so stupid. Yeah, we did a chick track with Sargon back in the day, like 2015 or 20, maybe early 2016. Our fan base was like, "Hey, you should do a chick track with Sargon of Akkad," and I was like, "I don't know who that is." So I went and looked, and he was doing some video about he was making fun of a religious person. I'm like, okay, that seems interesting. And I was like, okay, Hannah, go check out the Sargon of Akkad guy and see if you want him to be on. And because I mean, literally, he was our most requested chick track person. Because we had just done the Armored Skeptic one. We had done the one with Harold Penisman. We had done one with Think Skeptically, who was a trans woman. We did one with I think Minx was later. I don't know. We did a bunch of collaborations back in the day. We did Steve Shives 3 times. Like literally in the same year we did Steve Shives. We were considered sort of the neutral ground of YouTube at the time because we did not engage in the Gamergate or the SJW talk at the time because it was fucking dog shit. Do you guys remember 2016? Not a good time. So we stayed the fuck out of it. I was not interested, and I still remain to this day pretty uninterested in feminism's bad. I just don't fucking care about that content at all. Yeah, Creationist Cat too. And so it was not very long before it was like the SJW stuff didn't fully go off. It was Gamergate shit really at the time. And so the SJW stuff was just starting to get a little bit popular. I think Thunderfoot was doing it. Thunderfoot kind of started a lot of that shit for a lot of people. And then Anita Sarkeesian ended up putting out that that gamer thing that a bunch of them got mad about. Anyway, Solar Roadways. So yeah, we had Matt Dillahunty came on. I think that was later. But yeah, so we had Sargon on. He was a terrible guest. It was the one where the old lady, and it's a great comic, and I've asked actually Harris, H Bomber guy, who tentatively he said yes. But he's also like, I don't know if I'm super comfortable with like improv the way we do it, and I get it because even though he's a funny guy, he comes across in my interactions with him as a what's the word I want to look for, and it's not in a bad way. He just seems like a little nervous about stuff sometimes, which is cool with me. That's fine. But he did that'd be great. And I wanted to redo it with him. but either way, if we never redo this, it's a great chick track where the old lady like goes into the garage and like goes, oh, and here's the ladder, and oh, there's the rope, and she's gonna like hang herself in a chick track. It's fucking crazy. I love that chick track a lot. But anyway, Sargon was not a very good guest at all. I really had to edit the shit out of that video to make that work. We had him on. We had a lot of people on, and then sadly, because again, our fan base is like, have Sargon on, right? And we had been openly very left-leaning politically since the beginning of the show, right? We didn't talk. It wasn't politics focused, but I mean, we're anti-religion. We're pro-LGBT, and at the time we were pro-gay marriage. I mean, we're still pro-gay marriage, but you don't have to be. That doesn't have to be a focus now, because we won. Obergefell v. Hodges, 2018? No, that was before that. Gay marriage was still on the ballot when we fucking started. Isn't that nuts? There was what 2015? Shit. We started in like 2012, so it was like 3 years before we did that. But anyway, we were also pro-trans rights, obviously. One of us is trans, but I mean, she didn't know she was trans, but we've been trans rights the whole time. And we were also very obviously we made whole videos about being anti-Mitt Romney and anti-Republican. I don't know. We have come so far. You're so not left. True. Not left at all. Pro fighting climate change. True. Anyway, and so our fan base was like, hey, hang out with Sargon. We did. Wasn't that great. But, we played it easy. And then we had Steve on earlier that year, I think was the 23 Skidoo track, which is fucking hilarious. And I really liked making it. Steve was a really fantastic guest. And then Steve, this is the problem. We could have saved the world, chat, if Steve Shives, our friend, the only one that was really a part of that conversation in our peer group on the left-leaning side of it, because Dark Matter was staying out of that shit. TJ has talked about this. He did it for the grift. He literally out loud has said this. He's like, yeah, I was just trying to make money. But he's very left-leaning, obviously, now. He's made strides. He's made strides. I'm very proud of TJ, in fact. Shout out TJ. Logic stayed out mostly. Chris Raygun hadn't been on really, I don't think, at the time. I think he came on just after Sargon. He's definitely still an asshole. I'm just saying he did a really good job. And then Steve Shives sadly just cut us off. Everybody. Like every peer I know. Like and Vadim too, Creationist Cat, he had been on the channel before. He didn't reach out and say anything about Sargon either. We were kind of all it was an evolving landscape, and we were right in the middle of this fucking stuff. And like I had known Shu, I don't know. Steve could have, and again, I don't want to put too much pressure on Steve Shives, even though I think he's a dick. It's not his responsibility to educate anybody. Totally true. It's also not his responsibility to reach out to people or do anything he doesn't have to do. Totally true and valid. And he can feel however he wants. He's absolutely valid in how he feels. He can be mad at me. He's still mad at me. I don't know why. He's still fucking mad. He literally said, I hope Jake dies mad. It's like, okay, I guess. I'm not going to, but yeah, Repsion was a terrible guest too. Yeah. Yeah, Chris does seem genuinely bothered about the idea that he pushed people to the right. I agree. No, he wasn't. Who? You think Repsion was a good guest? I don't think he was that funny. Anyway, if Steve would have reached out and explained what the fuck was going on, I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in the fact that Hannah and I would have responded positively toward him, because I didn't know that like Sargon was the way he is at the time. Yeah, I just didn't really like that. And it would have bothered me. It bothered me. And I don't know. I'm not mad about it. It's just like he was the one guy that was like ahead of the curve on this lefty stuff, like the arguments and stuff. I don't know. Like he was ahead of the curve, and he's still. I still don't think he's. I don't think he's a very good communicator when it comes to that, which is surprising because that's his job. I mean, he does an okay job at it, I guess. I don't know if it's still his job, but I don't know if he's still making content. I think he is. But you know, I think Steve's a genuinely smart, pretty smart dude. You know what I mean? Wasn't Sargon fronting as a liberal back then? Oh yeah, he considered himself left leaning. They broke up, Canadian, I believe. I'm 99% sure they broke up. Joe Biden sucks, but still beat Donald Trump, didn't he? Yikes. Yikers. But yeah. Yeah. I just figured that Steve. Oh, you don't have to know anything about Steve. Steve was an OG atheist YouTuber back in the day. If he would have reached out to us and people like us, like Dark Matter, Creationist Cat, we would have been able to been there to defend him, but we didn't know that he was having harassment issues. I don't watch other content creators. But we had a decent enough, like Hannah and them were like IRL Facebook friends, and they talked kind of regularly, and he didn't reach out. I don't know. It's not his responsibility to reach out, but his reaction to like, you betrayed me is like fucking weird to me. We didn't betray any. I don't know. It was just very strange to me. Yeah. And he's pretty cringe from time to time. Yeah. He changed 5 stupid things because he found it ableist, which I mean is just prerogative. I find it pandery. I don't know. Like, there's nothing fucking. We talked about this the other day. There's nothing really ableist about stupid. No one means it that way anymore. It's just fucking strange. Yeah. Yeah, it almost sounds like he was punishing you, and that isn't his job. Yeah, pretty much. I remember after all this, you two losing a lot of subs on YouTube and you saying effing them. I don't know how to read that really, but what happened was we made the anti-Jordan Peterson stuff. We went really hard once we really found out what people were actually saying and engaging with like the anti-SJW stuff. We were like, fuck off. You're fucking dumb. And we went hard. I did make that video about Steve Shives, and I don't disagree with it. He's not. I still don't think he did a good job with that. That was actually his wife, Christia. Yeah, it's still fucking cringe. Steve being chastised by his girlfriend for preferring Angel over Buffy was so fucking cringe. Still cringe. Even today with big lefty goggles. That shit's fucking odd. I don't know, man. Just odd. I don't think Lacey Green is alt-right. I don't think she's ever been alt-right. That seems too much. That's definitely too much. Happy to help, Storm on Parade. Steve feels performer to me as an LGBT POC. But yeah. Look, I'm sure that he is being genuine. The way he displays it does feel a little performative to me as well. Anyway, let's continue with this Sargon stuff. Because he's the focus. I
agree with that statement. I think there is, and as
of course you do. You're fucking stupid.
We've covered in previous podcasts, more than enough evidence to suggest that the Democrats.
But is her idiot boyfriend alt-right? No. There's no alt-right people there. Chris Raygun, he's not alt-right. He did some anti-SJW content, but he's a lefty. I don't think he's a leftist though.
Democrats have acted inappropriately, and at the very least, this would be worthy of an investigation. So this is a map of the population of density of the two factions. As you can see, Texas and California being the two big boys on the map, with the flyover states making up the remaining body and Florida, of course, of the Republican cause. The
Republican cause.
blue states led by California and New York.
You know what's really interesting there? Besides these 3 states, which, again, we talked about this. If you enfranchise black voters in these 3 states, you're going to win Louisiana and Mississippi. If you look at all of these states, what is one thing they have in common? The answer is black people. Black people. Also, why is this an In Bruges meme?
New York, the Neo-Confederacy, led by
Lacey never dated Armored Skeptic. God damn it.
by the Democrat-run, deeply Democrat California and New York, with Pennsylvania putting a gun to its own head, and I guess we'll see who pulls the trigger first. This is something that I'm genuinely concerned about. I know that we're making jokes about it and that there's memes here, but this, I think that, if things do go as it looks to me like these things are going, and I say this as just a student of history. I'm a big fan of reading.
You're a student of history? You just called the Democratic states fucking fiefdoms, you fool. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude.
Revolutions and the causes of revolutions and civil wars all through history in various different kinds of states. This to me seems like an irreconcilable problem because, and we'll talk about this as we go into the Hunter Biden story, I think the Democratic Party is so riddled with corruption that so many people have too much to lose and would lose it all that it will come down to war. I don't think that they'll accept the people who have been behind all of this being put behind bars.
Okay, it's gonna come to war. Do you want to see who's some of the people on the front lines of this here war? Do you want to see? Oh, he deleted it. Jeffrey Clark. Aw, he privated his account. So, absolutely shameful for SCOTUS not even to hear the Texas case. This will do long-term damage to our nation, says this fucking idiot. And a guy that looks like this replied, "Welp, looks like it's going to be war." My guy. And look, I admit it as well. We're not exactly equipped for this kind of shit, my friend. I don't think there's any cheese puffs in war. I'm not body shaming. I'm being real, bro. If the two of us decided to fight each other, because we're on opposite sides of this shit. If the two of us decided to fight this shit, the first one to die is gonna be from fucking. We're just gonna be gassed. Neither of us are gonna die. We don't have the energy to die. Neither of us have the energy to die. We will literally just be wheezing. I can't run anymore. I got broken ass ankles. They're arthritic. Sure, it was from sports. I'm a Chad, but nonetheless, I'm not running now. I was an athlete. I'm not an athlete now. He also has no lips. I don't even know if he has a mouth in there. He's gonna have to breathe through these tiny nostrils. It's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. This is not the way to be. This is not how we should be doing this right now. Sargon mentioned Hunter Biden. Yeah, he did. Look. Give him a smile. I would whoop the shit out of this kid. Let's be real. But that said, I'm going to be fucking gassed. I'm going to be so fucking gassed. I'm not trying to fucking fight in a war. You think this guy's going to? He wears a fucking tie. He's got those glasses. He doesn't have lips. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that we're going to have a fucking civil war. Did you see the fucking Marvel lineup for 2021? We're going to be glued to our fucking chairs, eating pizza, watching football, and watching the fucking, I don't know, WandaVision or whatever. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know. Look, they're making a huge expanded Star Wars universe. Cyberpunk 2077 just came out. We're got to be playing that. Whatever comes out after that's coming out. We just had the Game Awards. We got new stuff coming out. Willow's happening. Oh, and don't forget the Lord of the Rings series, which is going to be the highest budgeted TV show of ever. and it already has like 20 episodes in season 1, and it's been greenlit for season 2, available on Amazon Prime. So, like, we're not. What the fuck are you talking about? I can DoorDash fried chicken to my doorstep. You think I'm gonna go buy a gun and shoot you because you voted for Donald Trump? Get the fuck over yourself. You're not that important to me. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking serious right now? We're gonna have a civil fucking war, Sargon? You look. What? You look at you. LotusEaters.com. I'm an intellectual. Yeah, there's not gonna be a fucking civil war. There's not gonna be a civil war. What the fuck are you talking about? God, you stupid. So dumb. Have you met an American? Would you rather A, fight a civil war, or B, have access to the internet? That's an easy choice. You can't have both. One of them gets shut off if you have a civil war. You literally can't have both. The civil war will end, like, do you think Google is going to extend, like say Texas tries to secede and everything like that? Do you think they're going to continue to ship internet to the middle of the country through their fiber optic cable? No! You're done. All you got to do is block them. I don't mean like a Twitter block. I would toast just sit in the basement and smoke weed while the Civil War rages. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not interested in a Civil War. As long as porn exists on the internet, no Civil War. Maybe that's why John Doyle wants to ban it. Ugh.
Anyway, so the Texas Attorney General.
Thanks, Icarus. Thanks, Magnetar.
Should we go see Steven Crowder clip rather than the Fox News clip, just to help out a fellow content creator?
Yeah, let's get a Steven Crowder clip. Hey, look! Oh, a Steven Crowder on Twitter. Interesting. I'm blocked by Steven Crowder because he's a coward. Fuck you, Steven Crowder, bitch.
He went on Steven Crowder's show, and this is what he said.
There he is.
All right, here we go. Why should citizens want their AGs to join the fight?
Because I think that they are being disenfranchised.
Oh, you think a block of white Republican voters are being disenfranchised because they lost an election? That's not what disenfranchised means. What are you talking about? Losing is not disenfranchisement. Being able to lose is literally enfranchisement. Being disenfranchised means you didn't have a say. Jesus fuck. So stupid, dude. So fucking dumb.
If your state followed state law and produced election results that were based on state law as required by the U.S. Constitution.
Urban Heat, do you have a video of that?
And other states said, we're not going to follow those constitutional requirements. We're not going to follow our state law. And as a result, we don't really know. We can't verify whether any of these 2.5 million ballots and mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania are real.
They literally did a hand recount. What are you talking about? The Supreme Court, by the way, tossed this out in a 9-0 decision. Done. It's done. This whole thing is done. It's been done since election night. Done. Done. No more. No more. Let me be perfectly clear. Jesus Christ. Oh, I saw it. It's fine. Everything you got it. Oh, teach me your strange American ways, Papa Bird. I'm seeing a lot of rhetoric in the news over here about Trump pardoning himself, maybe. Wouldn't that be illegal? Trump cannot pardon himself. He could resign and have Pence pardon him. But either way, pardoning will not stop any. You can only pardon people from federal shit because he's the federal government. He cannot pardon himself from state felony, which the Southern District of New York is banking on. The Southern District of New York is a it's part of the circuit court, and I believe, and there are attorneys awaiting for November 21st, or January 21st. Let's just say that. Already got it, Urban Heat, but I appreciate you. Should Snowden and Assange be pardoned? Probably. I don't see why not. Assange is kind of a fucking douchebag, but I don't really care, I guess. It's actually still a legal question whether or not he could pardon himself. Legal did a video on this. I don't think he can, though. He could try. That'd be interesting. I don't think pardoning yourself is reasonable. And I don't think the Supreme Court should allow that, because it would be hilarious. Like you imagine going through impeachment. I pardon myself. Well, I guess it's done. Okay, done. Being a douchebag is not a crime? Well, what about the other crimes, though, buddy? Whether it's illegal is still in question, I suppose. It's not a precedent you want to do, because when I'm president, I'll pardon myself for all the crazy shit I'm going to do, like give you health care. Pardoned, done. There's nothing in the Constitution that says he can't pardon himself. Yeah, but there's also, like, common sense. Anyway.
Well, that's a problem for my state, because my state is following the law, and now we've got all these states we don't know what the real result is, and it affects the outcome of an election, and that affects my state.
Yeah. It affects a federal election. You have states changing laws that ultimately affect a federal election.
So the question is the United States a united country or not, really?
Do you mean politically? Because that's not any country.
And again, just like before,
really.
the Democrats saying, well, actually, can we just have some special laws? You can ban slavery in the Republican areas if you want, if you feel so strongly about being against slavery and, freeing black people from bondage. But we'd like to keep ours because, it's beneficial for us. It's our plantation. And now we're back to them saying, well, you can have honest and uncorrupted elections if you Republicans want, but we would like to be able to fix our own elections if that's okay with you.
Wow. He is so fucking... God, he's such a fucking slime ball, dude.
Needless to say, I think the Republicans cannot allow some certain areas of the country run by the Democrats to essentially descend into banana republics and still think that the rest of the country can function normally.
Did you know losing an election doesn't make the people that caused you to lose the election banana republics? This is the most... I mean, we're getting to levels of IQ that I don't think you can measure. They're so small.
This political corruption will spread if it is normalized, which it appears to be at this point, and if it's allowed to continue. It's unacceptable. It is just unacceptable that they can say, well, it's okay for us. If, as the Attorney General there says, if it is meant to be a consistent rule set by the Constitution for the entire country, then they have to abide by it. You can't just say, well, no, it's okay for these 4 blue states to be deeply corrupt.
The United States Supreme Court shot this suit down 9-0.
I think that what they are doing is illegitimate. What do you reckon?
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I'm loving the states' rights rhyming. It's very true.
States' rights. Unless I want to do what Republicans don't like. What are you talking about? I don't know. Can we talk about banana republics for a second? A banana republic is not a place where elections are corrupt. A banana republic is a country that is basically, it has one export, like bananas. And typically it's like Central or South America. It's like racist. It's like they go, oh, they're brown people that have small countries and zero exports. Oh, they must be corrupt. Like it's really dog shit. It's not a good way to think of things. Or a store from the 90s. It's also a store that currently exists, I believe.
How dare you interfere with us being corrupt in our elections?
Our dead people are allowed to vote, damn you.
Yeah.
I can't believe, I genuinely can't believe. What do you mean I'm wrong about this? Check this out. What happens? What is a banana republic? Small nation, especially in Central America, depending on one crop or the influx of foreign capital. It's derogatory. Right. I mean, okay. Looks like you're the wrong one. Get fucked. Get fucked. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Odd authority. Did you say this chat is toxic? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm about to get toxic. What? What? Have you been on the internet before? And you think this is a toxic chat? Dude, you need to fucking, no. Get out. Get out. No, leave. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't care who you are. I do not care who you are. You just, there's no way that this is a person I want in my chat. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Leave. Leave forever. Subscribe before you do. Holy fuck. What a dumbass. All right. Anyway.
What? I mean, how is it not the same thing?
I ain't got nothing to say. It's just... I am kind of worried, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think you are right to be worried. I don't know if it'll end up in war, though. Maybe without that's long-term thinking, but... I mean, what do you think will happen? I mean, if, let's say Trump refuses to give a concession speech.
He doesn't have to give a concession speech. He's gone on the 20th.
Then what?
Well, the Democrats and the media have been priming everyone for the last 4 years to believe that Trump is a dictator and that he's not going to relinquish power.
He's literally not doing... He's literally not relinquishing power. He's literally not doing that. He's trying his best not to do the thing you just said he isn't doing and is a fabrication by the left and the media. He's literally... What's he tweeting right now? I bet if I go to his Twitter right fucking now, he's going to be talking about how the election is fucking illegitimate and he shouldn't be doing bad stuff. Like, literally, look at it. Oh, 3 hours ago? I don't want to listen to this. We've not gotten any court to judge the vote on its merit. Of course not, because it's shitty. You're the president of the United States. You just went through an election where you got more votes than any sitting president in history. I mean, sure, by far, and purportedly lost. You can't get standing before the Supreme Court, so you intervene with wonderful... No. You don't. And after careful study and consideration, think you got screwed, something which will hurt them also. Many others likewise join the suit, but within a flash, it's thrown out and gone. Without even looking at the many reasons we brought out. A rigged election, fight on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Your Supreme Court, you appointed 3 of the fucking judges, said, nah. The Supreme Court let us down. No wisdom, no courage. Okay, so is the Supreme Court, is it a thing or is it not? Do you care about the Constitution? Because they're the ones who decide what's constitutional. You fool. Look at this. This is literally him he's trying not to give up power. What are you talking about? Carl, this is what happens.
and that he is going to do something illegitimate in order to maintain his hold grip over the United States. Not that he is much of a dictator by any measure, but it doesn't matter. This is the narrative, and so there are definitely going to be millions of people who buy into the democratic narrative, who will believe that Donald Trump has committed some kind of Caesarian coup in the United States.
A Caesarian coup? No, he is not like Caesar. He does not get to call himself dictator. He does not get to call himself the protector under hard times. There were hard times and he didn't do any protecting at all. He's actually really bad at it. Julius Caesar would have done a much better job. Julius Caesar was actually an intelligent surprise. He's so fucking bad. Sargon is so fucking stupid here. What Donald Trump is trying to do is he's just trying to subvert democracy. It's not Caesarian where he has won his seat at the table through brilliant military mastery and conquering. He didn't cross a Rubicon. He doesn't have people in I don't know. There's the only difference is there are definitely also stupid senators that would try to allow him to do such a thing, but it's really fucking not the same thing.
If the Texan side wins this lawsuit,
they just lost the lawsuit,
and it seems to me, as an outsider who has no
say
legal
they will
expertise in this regard,
I have no legal expertise, but he's going to call his shot, isn't he?
Whatsoever. But just as a layman reading the documents, reading the allegations, looking at the evidence independently.
Yeah, Caesar actually wrote his own damn books, true.
That we have covered on this podcast in previous episodes. If you'd like to just go back and find it, you can find episodes labeled election updates where we cover all of these things.
Sure. He thinks the Texas thing has legitimacy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
It's one of those things where it's like, okay, it just looks like on paper, from the constitutionalist perspective, that the Democrats are in the wrong.
Oh, really? From a constitutionalist perspective. From a constitutionalist perspective, 9 out of 9 Supreme Court justices disagree. And they're not laymen. They're not laymen at all. In fact, I'd say they're not lay persons. Little woke for you. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that maybe you're a fucking idiot. Maybe. It's possible. Can we take that to a vote? Can we take that to a vote? Do we get to take that to court? Can I take to the Supreme Court whether or not Sargon of Akkad is a fucking idiot? I feel like I'd win that case. I don't feel like I would have to appeal it all the way up the appellate process to get to the Supreme Court, because I don't think anyone would disagree with me that he's a fucking idiot. He's a constitutional scholar now. I bet he doesn't even own a fucking copy. But guess who fucking owns a copy? You fucking boy! Now, what part of the Constitution did they violate? Was it one of the articles? Article 3 is the one that we're talking about a lot. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court. Oh, weird. Look, that's Article 3. Huh. Surprise. I guess the judicial power that's supreme among the land decided that this wasn't constitutional in a 9-0 opinion. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, God. Woo! Wow.
And that the Republicans are in the right. And if you care about the process, if you care about the legal methods, then the Democrats are effectively, they have lied. And I say the Democrats.
Yeah, the Democrats have lied by counting votes and then recounting them and still finding, hey, look, hey, Donald Trump lost by 7 fucking million, bro.
To mean the faction, the cathedral of the Democrats. So we'll talk more about this in the Hunter Biden thing, because it's manifestly obvious how they are working to defend the left-wing interests against the right-wing interests.
Aren't the Republicans defending the right-wing interests over the left-wing interests? I'm surprised. I'm utterly shocked that right-wingers, people with a right-wing persuasion, would in fact defend right-wing interests. That is absolutely fucking wild to me. I'm surprised, frankly. That's, imagine. Can you imagine a person that has a political belief being consistent within that political belief. I want Trump to be a president, so I'm going to try to do that. That seems unheard of. Wow. Absolutely strange.
But I just don't see how an independent observer could know what has happened and come to the conclusion the Democrats have done nothing wrong here. But like I said, the followers of the Democrats are going to think that Trump is an unjust, tyrannical dictator, even though he's done nothing unconstitutional. All of this.
What? First of all, he has done things that are unconstitutional. According to our own FBI, they just couldn't charge the president with it. So yeah, he's done unconstitutional things. As far as this is concerned, he's gotten really close to unconstitutional. He's literally subverting the fucking, legitimacy of our elections. This one being secure against, the interference that every intelligence agency on the planet except for the Russians agree existed? This one, according to the intelligence agencies, is one of the most secure of all time. They said that before the results came out. They were like, hey, you can be pretty confident about this. Annulment clause. Do you mean the emoluments clause? Yeah, he definitely violated the emoluments clause 100 million times. Yeah, it's bad.
Is completely within the realms of the Constitution, all of it. And, I listen to lots of other Republican podcasters. I listen to lots of left-wing podcasters.
Oh, do you? Sorry. That made me choke. That literally made me choke. That was that was so much dishonesty. My body threw it out of my lungs. I don't name your top 5 leftist podcasts.
And the left-wing podcasters are never really addressing the meat of what...
Oh, yeah, we don't address the meat. Because all leftists are vegans.
What the Republicans are claiming, like the actual allegation.
It's your joke. No, you fucking got him. You're a joke, bitch. Take that, whore. Big slutty whore. Actually, we like slutty whores here. You're actually valid if you're a slutty whore. Now, what do you think? Let's see it. Let's see it. What do we got for you? Guy in chat. Guy in chat. Let's see it. You're a joke. You're all valid. You slutty whores. In fact, we could get... the sluttier and the whorier, the better. You're literally in a corn suit. You have no credibility. Do you think I fell into the corn suit on accident and I can't get out? I can't figure it out? I want to hear something beyond that. I actually want to hear like something beyond that you're just mad that you lost the election. Zinc in the... What I want to hear is something other than cope from you. Do you think you can muster something besides cope? Is there anything that you can could you deign to make an argument? Why do you not like me? What's the problem here? What's the problem you have? Is it because I make you feel inferior while wearing the corn suit? Because it's fucking hilarious. Oh shit! I didn't mean to put that on screen. What makes you so upset? What makes you so upsetty spaghetti about that? You're a joke. Oh, cool. You know what I'm not? I'm not Zinc the Stink, which is just enough to make me continue to live every day. I don't know how you do it. I do not know how you every day you wake up, you look in the mirror, and you choose to continue life. It's fantastic. Who won the election? Well, it looks like Joe Biden won the election. And the joke of a president, the incumbent president, lost in a fucking landslide like a loser. And then today, the Supreme Court that he tried to stack 3 Supreme Court justices. 3 of them he appointed. 9-0. 9-0. The Supreme Court said, fuck out of here with your bullshit. You lost the election. Amazing. And then in 2 days, on Monday, Joe Biden is in the Electoral College is going to sign on. Oh my God. What a fucking, what a bummer. What a bummer. Oh, I drink it up. Not Trump. Oh, so nah, Trump won. This is your brain. This is your brain. Nah, Trump won. Bruh, look, hey, I don't make the rules. The Constitution did. If you don't like the Constitution, you can go back to where you came from, friend. You can go back to where you came from. I have video evidence. You know what? Every single court has just said that you don't. That's how courts work. What? I'm sorry, you don't like the judicial system of the United States? Maybe you should be a leftist. We want judicial reform as well, my friend. Maybe you should consider the fact that, maybe you didn't want Electoral College. Are you mad that the Electoral College didn't work? Maybe we should go to, a different type of voting. I don't know, maybe ranked choice or something. Maybe you have a better shot with ranked choice. Have you considered Zinc the Stink? Have you considered, and this is just me spitballing here as sort of a friend, and maybe you can take this advice, maybe you don't have to, but try this, okay? Next time there's an election, and hear me out, next time there's an election for Republicans who are losers, who lost the election and continue to lose because they're shit, have you considered Zinc the Stink? Very famous and knowable person that we definitely won't forget once I'm done playing with you. Have you considered maybe, as a Republican, having a popular platform that people like? You don't, and you haven't, and you've kind of been doing this Southern strategy shit for quite a while, but it turns out once you give black people once you give black people like enfranchisement and you allow them to vote, Georgia shit happens. Yikes. Imagine losing Georgia. Oof. I agree, Republicans suck. Yeah, I'm not a Republican. I'm an America First Christian nationalist, I bet. It doesn't fucking matter, Zinc the Stink. You're trash is what you are. You're dog shit. You have a small brain. And here's the thing. You couldn't possibly back up any of your beliefs because they don't exist in reality. What they exist in is your own personal fear and bigotry and biases that don't really have a place in America or in the world. They're just out of ignorance. And that's okay. You're allowed to be ignorant and you're allowed to be a bigot and you're allowed to be dumb. But I gotta say, it feels a lot better being correct than it does being wrong, and you continue to do it just out of spite. Like, just kind of because you want to. Because it makes you feel a little bit more powerful to be like, I disagree with the most people. I'm edgy. You're not fucking edgy. What you are is sad. People just want rights. People just want to live their life. They want to be whatever gender they fucking are, whether you like it or not. They want to be whatever sexuality they are, whether you like it or not. They don't want to have a fascist in charge. They want to have someone at least capable of promptly responding to like scientific consensus when it comes to something like COVID. They want someone that has empathy for people that experience police brutality, which, by the way, if you're a right-leaning person, you should be against the police being able to fucking put a finger on a fucking citizen, but you're not for some reason. I don't get it. It makes no sense whatsoever. You should be for freedom. You should be against the death penalty, but you're probably for it, especially for pedophiles. You're probably like there's just a myriad of things you just get wrong for kind of the sake of it. Not because you know anything about it, but just because you kind of you got some feels. And Ben Shapiro spoke some words, and you read Jordan Peterson's book, and you're like, maybe women are chaos dragons. I don't know. And you're alone. And that's okay, dude. It's okay. You can do that. It's fine. It's your freedom to do so. But we're going to keep moving left. So jump on or stay behind. You can either be mad for the rest of your life while all of us are enjoying genderless fucking orgies during Pride Month, while we use UBI checks to pay for Cosmos and Red Bull vodkas, while we smoke our while we smoke our legal weed, which apparently you're fucking against too, because you're not for freedom again. I have no fucking idea what the hell you guys are about. You're anti-fucking helping the veterans, the only people you suck more dick on than Donald Trump himself, and you still fucking lay them out to pasture when they get home with PTSD riddled with bullet holes and bomb wounds, and they have to beg for fucking anything, healthcare at all, and you're like, I don't know, fuck it. Did you know that most of the homeless population is a fucking veteran? You don't give a shit, though, because you're dog shit. All you had to do was not vote for people like this. Instead, you did. You're dumb. You vote against your own self-interest, you big dummy. They've got you all tied up. You're literally a victim of propaganda, and you don't even understand it because your brain is too small. Your brain is too small and filled with a bunch of bullshit that you learned in primary school, and you had the Pledge of Allegiance, and you feel real tingly when you see an American flag. But holy fucking shit, bro. Holy fucking shit. Imagine having succumbed so much to the idea of American propaganda that you literally vote against financially cheaper healthcare in a way that would expand your freedoms. Did you know what's got more freedom? Universal healthcare, where you can go to any doctor, anywhere, anytime, for anything, or having health insurance, which costs an arm and a leg. They get to deny you. There's a huge deductible, and you have to go to somewhere within your fucking, like, network? What kind of bullshit? And you bought it, hook, line, and sinker. You're like, no, I don't want it. That's socialism. Do you even know what socialism fucking is, bro? That's socialism. So are roads then. Fuck it. I guess you want to build your own fucking road to work. I don't know. I don't know how you fucking operate. I don't know your fucking brain. It's just dumb. Every single fucking time, dude. Every single fucking time one of these people come into chat, it's always like, you're fucking stupid. Oh, really? I'm stupid, and you vote against a higher wage. I'm dumb, but you don't want more money. Surprise. Wow. Under capitalism even. Fucking incredible. Fucking incredible. I like freedom unless someone wants to wear a dress and they have a beard. How much fucking freedom is that, dude? How much does it affect you if someone does a thing they like to do? What a fucking piece of shit. Get the fuck out of my chat. You're absolutely worthless. You are a know-nothing fool. Or stick the fuck around, shut your mouth, learn a little bit from the corn man. You're welcome. Feel emasculated. You have a thin penis. You suck. Boom. You're done. That's the end of this video. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that Sargon doesn't know anything about anything. He doesn't understand anything, and he literally got within fucking hours, he got owned by the Supreme Court. Are you kidding me? Owned by the Supreme Court immediately, 9-0. You suck. You suck. You're terrible. You're terrible. Leave. You're banned. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Absolutely fucking dumb. Jesus Christ. Republicans and right-wingers are absolutely fucking brain dead. Seriously. Fucking brain dead, dude. All you have to do is fucking think about things for 2 seconds. 2 seconds! 2 seconds! Do I have more freedom if X? Yes or no? Done. Decide. Oh yeah, I'm real triggered. Yeah, I just yeah. Triggered. Oh my god. You guys are fucking just so stupid. Who's that other guy? That other guy that was upsetty. Zero Hedge. There you go. He's like, why are you mad? Give me your Twitch Prime sub, pussy. Do it. You won't fucking do it, will you? You won't fucking do it. Coward. You don't seem calm. Really? I'm wearing a corn suit. You'll fucking do it? I bet you won't. I bet you fucking won't do it. Do it, coward. I actually did get one guy to do it once because I said that he wasn't a real man. And he actually believed, he was so insecure, which is super sad. And I wish he would have stuck around after, but he doesn't. He really could have used some of this, a little left in his brain. He was here, and I was like, "You're not a real man, you bitch." And then he fucking subscribed because I was yelling at him. Are you a real man? There's no such thing as a real man. That was the point. Pillow Tenna, thanks so much. Like, in the way that means when we ask it, are you a real man? That doesn't exist. A real man is anyone who says they're a man, which is fine. Isn't that dope? Isn't that cool that we have the freedom to do that? Who subscribes and leaves? Well, he got yelled at very close after that. Devious Chillster, he gave it a 0 edge. He didn't just subscribe. He went out and got Amazon Prime to give it to you. I remember that. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that nuts? Didn't he literally sign up for Prime? Yeah, he did. He signed up for Prime. It's so amazing. It's kind of sad, too, though, because I didn't like that. UBI gives money to billionaires? I don't care. This is the reverse. Look. If you're mad that UBI would give money to a billionaire, it's to me, it's the exact reverse of like, if you give money to these people, they're not going to want to go back to work. It's like, I don't care. They're still people. They're billionaires and they're dog shit, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just give it to everybody. I don't give a shit. Give it to everybody. Do not care.